Outlanders! Welcome to this special anniversary stream. You might be wondering, who is this handsome devil on your screens right now? Well, for you guys who don't know me, my name is Tony. I'm the marketing specialist for Vigor, or kind of like a jack of all trades, as you can see. And today we are very excited, very happy to celebrate 5 years of Vigor with you guys. So before we get started, let me know if you can hear me in the chat, if you can see me, if everything's working fine. Can hear you loud and fine, loud and clear, all good. Perfect. Awesome. Now, let's get started with the celebration. I am very excited today to introduce to you guys a very special set of guests that I have with me today. And let's get to see who we have. First and foremost, we have Moof, our project lead, and one of the OG team members from the Vigor team.
Hello, hello.
Then we have Raz. He's our producer, and it's actually his first time on a Vigor stream, and what a stream you chose to appear at.
Hello.
And last but certainly not least, we have Filip Dahel, our designer, a person who most of our community should be familiar with. I would say mostly because of your luscious set of hair.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Pleasure to be here.
Awesome. And today, guys, we are going to be talking about the 5 years of Vigor, what happened, what is going on, and what you can look forward to in the future as well. So, without any further ado, let's get started. So, you can see right now we have on our screens, we have the partner build for Season 20. Season 20 is going to be a talking point on today's stream. We're going to be showcasing the Ievan map that's coming out with the new season. And we're going to be revealing the theme for Season 20. And we're also going to be sharing a few info on the PC release. Because I can see here already on the chats that people are asking for the PC release. Yes, we are working on it. It's coming soon. We'll discuss a few more things about it when the time comes. But for now, I just want to remind everybody that we released some extra levels today. Because we had to prolong Season 19, we decided to add 25 more levels to the Battle Pass. This was announced today. If you guys haven't seen it already, it should be live on your games as well. So 25 more levels to go through. That gives enough time for people who have not completed the Battle Pass to grind for it, go for the end, get the results and the rewards that you guys are looking for. And for the people who have already finished their Battle Pass, it's just an extra added bonus of getting something extra out of it. So if we can talk about some of the stuff now about these 25 levels, maybe some of my guests can help me with this decision.
Yep, for sure. Like, we wanted to give the update 20 a little bit more extra love, so that means that the team needs a bit more time to polish the update and finish all the tiny things. And we didn't want to let players just linger around, and so we wanted to give them something to grind on, have some fun. So we decided to add those 25 levels. So in case you just finished those 50, you have something extra to like put your XPs on and get something from the battle pass itself.
Mm-hmm. And I'm guessing people are gonna be like having questions about the XP needed to progress through these like 25 extra levels. So what can we tell them about this?
Yeah, we definitely didn't want to give it an extra exponential difficulty. That would make no sense. So we made it basically constant, and you will need like same amount of XPs for those extra levels. So
Right.
no big grind should be there.
Perfect. And we also know that we have prolonged the Season 19 for a little bit more. And we just had a mega double XP booster apocalypse. And we also plan to have another double XP event before the season ends, just to give like an added extra boost to people to grind through the battle pass, either if you finished it or if you haven't, just to give you guys a little bit more of an incentive to grind through um, the battle pass. So yeah, that's the big news coming from today. The 25 levels, double XP's also planned to happen before the season ends. And now I would like to move to something special. It's something that we haven't done in a while, but given the circumstances of today's stream, we decided to have some giveaways. And in today's stream, we are giving away some Vigor Reinforcements Pack codes. As you can see now on your screens, we have two codes going out. So whoever is fast and can claim these codes, if you haven't already purchased the Vigor Reinforcements Pack, now is your chance. You get to keep all the contents from this pack after the wipe, right before the full PC release. So, just to say it once more, just so we're clear, this is only for people who have not bought the Vigor Reinforcements Pack, who have not played through the early access on Steam. Right now is your chance. You can claim this gift, you can redeem the code, and you get to keep all the contents from the Vigor Reinforcements Pack. It also includes a cool, unique title, a unique uniform, and a bunch of ammo and consumables that are going to come in handy when the full release happens. All right, so hopefully that's enough time for people to claim the codes. Yeah. Um, or maybe we can leave it for a little bit longer, maybe 30 seconds more, just to like give people the chance to claim the codes. And meanwhile, oh, okay. So we see here the first code has been claimed. Congratulations. We hope you enjoy it. No Xbox codes. No. Unfortunately, today we're giving away the Vigor Reinforcements Pack codes. Right. So it's only on Steam, only for PC. Sadly, um, no codes for other consoles. But let's move on to something exciting that's going on as well. We have our content creator contest happening right now. This is a thing that we announced a couple of weeks ago, and it's part of our monthly celebrations during this anniversary month. So, if you are a content creator and you would like to create an anniversary greeting or a celebratory video showcasing your best kills, your best loots, your best escapes, anything that happened in the Outlands, you can put together a 30-second video, you can compile one, you can send it to us to vigor@bistudio.com using the subject line of Vigor V Anniversary. And while we're on this, some people have been asking, why the V? Why the V Anniversary? So it's a play on two things. So number one, V in Latin is 5, and also V Vigor 5. We just kind of thought it made the perfect sense to have it like this. So you can submit your videos until August 31st, 11:59 UTC PM, right? So 1 minute before midnight. That's your deadline. And then our dev team will pick the winners, and you can win some crowns, some booster tickets, and also some Vigor merch. And the winners will be announced on our Dev Diary stream on September 10th. So if you're a content creator and you're looking to win some crowns, booster tickets, or merch, submit your video and tune in on September 10th for our Dev Diary stream. Cool. Now, let's get back to the game. Uh, let's see. New. Yes, here we go. So let's jump in to Ievan.
Let's do it.
Let's see what this map is all about. And while we're waiting, let's let's discuss some of the fun things that have happened during the past 5 years, right? Um, Moof, if I may start with you,
Yeah,
you're
sure.
you're the person who has been the longest on this project. If I'm not mistaken, you've been here even before the actual production, right? Like
Yeah,
from
that's
the concept phase, right? When you were coming up with the concept and the idea. So what can you tell us about like those times? How was it?
Yeah, that's right. I was part of Arma 3 and Argo project teams when basically Vigor pre-production started. So I wasn't directly part of it at that time, but I was just observing it from a distance. But then, as soon as development started, I joined as a technical designer. So we had a challenging times because we switched engine from the real virtuality, that is basically Arma 3's engine, to the Unreal. So for us, it was very exciting times, also very challenging times, and with like a lot of talented people, we started developing a game from scratch on Unreal. So if you are a bit into programming and try it yourself a bit, you can see how challenging that could be. But yeah, very exciting times to see all the core systems of the game develop, like from the childish phase to the mature one.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and have the opportunity to basically model the game according to the designer's vision and the creative director's vision. Like really exciting times. We also switched offices. So and some team members, as within like every team, some team members left, some new team members came. So that was very interesting times. And yeah, lots of talent put in the game. So
Yeah. I mean, obviously every game goes through its like highs and lows, the trials and the tribulations. Um, so you would you say that, for example, adapting to a new environment, to a new team, and having to kind of on the spot be able to adapt and manage with all these like difficulties, was it like one of the most difficult times that you've experienced?
like that was one of the difficult times during the development. But if you look at the game, like it's like okay, now it's fifth anniversary, but the development was even longer. So during
Hmm.
those years, like anything can happen, ups and downs.
Mm-hmm.
So this was one of the challenging times. Then it kind of stabilized. And then there was a phase when some of the team members left. We needed to adapt again, and there was a we released first on Xbox, then on Switch,
Mm-hmm.
then we released on PlayStation. Those were also challenging times because another big platform.
Right.
And also like this year was very exciting because of the Steam early access release on PC, and now we are nearing another phase which is free to play release on PC. So like this year counts with one like I include this year like to one of those most exciting years of the development, like of those 5 years or even
Definitely.
more than 5 years.
A lot has happened, definitely, and I would also say that perhaps this year is one of the most challenging, but also it could be like one of the most like rewarding in terms of like having an early access on Steam, having a full free to play release on Steam, having a bunch of features like a new map, a weapon overhaul, right,
Hmm.
which we can touch upon a little bit later. Weapon overhaul, uh, crossplay that we want to introduce, this year as well. So a lot of big features, a lot of stuff that the community has been asking for, and yeah, we're just like excited to like slowly push out all these content your way, and just to see your guys' reaction and feedback, basically. And yeah, thank you, Move. Like that was like a very interesting perspective from somebody who has been around for a long time, and you have seen a lot of things,
Yeah.
ups and downs, highs and lows. So I would like to pass the mic now to Raz.
Yeah.
From your perspective, what has been, like some of the highs and some of the lows for you in your time with the team?
Well, there's like the highs is like for sure it would be is like this moment, like these interesting times, is like releasing the game on Steam. As you said, it's like
Mhm.
quite a challenge, quite a time to be alive. The lows, like can't really just like remember or do not want to remember. It's like there were a few like we were struggling maybe with the initial release on the Xbox.
Yeah.
Uh, there was quite some bugs there. We've watched Unravel after just like testing the game for that long time. It was like yeah, like I remember the scarecrow incident. It's like it was the scarecrows being introduced into the shooting range. It's like we spent so much time testing it. It's like the damage, the collisions, everything is like we're running around the shooting range.
Okay.
And it's like within the first hour, it's like we're watching this some like Twitch videos, and it's like one of us is like, "Hey guys, check this!" And there's the guy climbs the top of the scarecrow, just shoots it in the head. It's like makes him jump over the level bounds.
Yeah.
Like
I remember.
Wow.
I remember that.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
We have
it's
some
like
crafty
seven
players.
guys in the QA, just like watching. It's like
Ah.
just no.
How? Why? So many questions.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like one of those things that you cannot like be fully prepared for like the stuff that players will do to break your game that you didn't think of.
Like why would you do that?
Why would you do that indeed? But then again, you realize there's the possibility. You can
Yeah.
do that.
But there was like 5% chance we tried it ourselves. I was like, first, like, how did somebody find out this can work, you know?
Yeah, well, it do be like that sometimes with QA, right?
I still do test it.
Mm.
Every other
hurts
playtest,
a-
every
it
other
hurts, right?
playtest, every other playtest we have, I tried. It left a mark.
That's a deep
Lesson
scar.
learned.
That's a deep wound and a big scar. It's-
Lesson learned for the future. So, thank you, Ras, for this perspective. And Philip, what about you? 5 years of Vigor. What sticks out the most for you?
I think for me the most interesting thing is that one of the most interesting things is to see it to like to see it and compare it with how I first saw Vigor and what is it now. That's
Mhm.
interesting to see because a lot of things changed slowly and over time, and the impact it has is big, but but over a big span of time. So now I was just last week I think I found some batch of old documents from like from the first update of
Mhm.
the Vigor 1.0, and I was baffled. Some things were really cool. Some things were like, did we actually like want to do this? I wasn't even part of the team yet at the time that these documents were created. But
Right,
like,
right.
it's crazy how it turned out and changed over time. And I have to say for the better, because people care about the project, care about the outcome, and it's great to see it grow. It's just
Definitely.
that's amazing.
Definitely. I mean, you guys is so far like 5 years, 20 seasons soon. Do you guys have a favorite season so far?
I wouldn't say favorite. Every season has its special things, but I probably will remember the most the seasons. What was it? 16 to 19, I think,
Yeah.
because these were the ones where I was creating the majority of the graphic like assets, like
Mhm.
designs for the assets. Not
Mhm.
artists were the character artists were doing the assets, but the like choosing the theme and iterating on it
Right.
and on it. So that was a big thing for me. So I think I will probably remember these the most.
And what about you, Raz?
For me, would be one of these as well. I think it would be the the monster themed one, the one
Mhm.
that has the monsters like
Yeah,
the
17. Yeah.
the electric helmet,
Oh,
like the cap.
Malediction.
Yeah,
Malediction.
malediction. Yeah,
Malediction was badass. Malediction was cool.
That was a big
Yeah,
that
against
I
those-
think the fact that we had the helmet with the electricity, like an item that basically interacts with the game, of or what happens to you in
Hmm.
game, that was like for us like that was like that's cool, and it just like kind of opened
Yeah,
a lot of
yeah.
possibilities for
Yeah,
us.
I think that might be it because it's like when you ask, it's like this instantly is like popped up, it's like during the playtest, it's like it got implemented. It's like, wow, so this is happening. That's nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like that was, I guess, one of the most badass assets. And I think, like, at the end of the day, that was maybe like the inspiration for the free anniversary gift that we gave out,
Hmm.
right? So, for the members of the community who managed to claim our free anniversary gift, that was a weapon skin that basically has these like wires on it on the side, and it reacts when you shoot in the outlands, when you kill somebody in the outlands. There's like these little cracks of electricity going on. So I'm pretty sure like that helmet must have like
That was one of the. That's what I was. What I was like. What I meant by the little things over time.
yeah.
It's seemingly it is a little thing, but if we proposed something like this in the early times, that like we couldn't even imagine it, right? So
Hmm.
so it builds up over time, and after 5 years, we can like imagine a lot of more possibilities are opened, and yeah, it's
Definitely. And what about you,
forms are
Move?
great.
Yeah, I also love those nice additions that they come out of like from the team. You know, it's not designed by the lead designer or
Hmm.
something like that. That's
Hmm.
somebody from the team has an idea, and others like just catch on this and say, okay, and what if we improve it by nice sound, and what
Yeah,
if we
yeah.
do nice
Right.
graphic effect, you know, and such. So basically, it was just a thought and like developed by the team further.
Hmm.
So it was not like
Like
these were not like pre-designed or
like
something. It just evolved the thinking.
Right.
So that was nice. And the back to your question to the seasons, I don't have any particular one, but I'm a bit into military, so I usually like the military topics. So anyone that is connected with nice uniforms,
Right.
weapons, yeah, I
So
like
what do
those.
you remember the season that we did like this cooperation with Arma with Reforger? Like I
Yep.
think it was season 13 or something like this where we did the we had the Arma assets in Vigor.
Yeah, I remember. I remember. I was still like I was on project lead at that time actually, and I was also like implementing some stuff for it in the UI and such. So yeah, remember those.
Awesome. Awesome. So, before we move to the next topic, and I think next topic, I've seen a lot of questions on chat about Ievan, so maybe we could talk
yeah.
about Ievan a little bit. But before that, let's do another giveaway. So, you should be seeing now some two new codes for Vigor Reinforcements Pack, which is gonna allow you to play early access on Steam if you haven't already purchased it. Now is your time to claim these codes, and they will give you the Vigor Reinforcements Pack, which you will get to keep after the wipe, right before the full release. So if you haven't purchased it yet, this is your time to claim the codes, claim the pack, which includes a unique title, a unique uniform, and a bunch of weapons and consumables that you'll get to keep after the full release that's coming soon. Okay, I think that we can leave it on for just a little bit longer. Are they for Xbox? No, this is only for Steam for people who have not purchased the Vigor Reinforcements Pack, which means they have not played early access on Steam so far. This is only on PC. Excuse me. And the rest of the codes are also going to be for the Vigor Reinforcements Pack. Cool. I think that's enough time to have the codes. Let's jump back into the game. And yeah, now we can jump back in Ikeven, and we would like to invite any of the partners that might be out there if they want to jump into an encounter with us, seeing as we are on the partner build. Now is your chance. So let's see how many partners we can get into an encounter with us. And we can talk a little bit more about Ikeven.
Sure.
I think it's a new map. It's exciting. It's always exciting
It is.
having a new map in encounters. So, off the off the bat, what can you guys tell me about Ikeven? What makes it unique compared to other maps?
I think the biggest thing, for me at least, I think it's the hay maze in the center. I already went through the first walkthrough. I already visited that, and it's something we didn't have. We don't have in any map yet, I think, and it works quite in an interesting and enjoyable way because when you get in it, you feel, well, at least I do, a little bit more safe. But at the same time, everything is so close range and up close, so you're vulnerable at the same time. So it's a good place to hide, but for a while. But a lot of people tend to use it, so it brings a certain edge to the map for me.
And can we talk about the size of the map?
I think we can.
I think it's
Size in terms of players on it.
Yes.
All right.
currently I think it's for 10 players.
For 10 players, yeah.
It's like it's smaller, for example, than Border, but there's like a lot of urban area.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's nice. So it's like I think it's like it will drag people together, like into those areas, like the most interesting, those better suited maybe be for fighting. There's also is like a little bit more loot there, so I don't think that they'll have trouble just like finding anyone.
Definitely.
Oh, look at that!
And
Also-
we have 2 partners with us
Nice, nice.
on the encounter.
Nice.
That's
Come take a
great.
look.
And
Let's
also
have some
beware
fun.
of the scary mannequins. Beware of those.
Oh yeah. That's also a new thing.
Yeah, there is a bit of history behind them. Do you know that?
No, actually.
No, no, no. Actually, like there were some, like in the past, there were some atomic shooting ranges, basically. And
Mm-hmm.
those mannequins, they were used basically as targets, you know.
Right.
So if scientists wanted to observe like impact of those A bombs on like villages,
Yeah.
real but unreal people and such, they used those mannequins and then checked
Oh,
like
I see.
upon the impact.
So it's a little bit similar, for example, like they do like the crash test for
Yeah.
cars when
Yes.
they put the like
Crash
the
Yes,
test
dummies.
something
dummies.
like that.
Okay.
Something
Wow.
like that. So you might find some of those in the level as well. So don't get scared if you run into one.
Some of them are placed in such spots that it can give you a little bit of a freak out, but it's funny.
They can give you a little bit of the creeps, right?
Yeah.
But yeah,
Like
you
just around the corner, right in your face. What?
out of
jump scare
nowhere,
a
you
little bit.
turn your gun and you see a mannequin and you're like, oh my god, what's that?
Yeah. Happens with like 4 or 5 of them. If you approach them from the right angle, it really jumps in your face, even though they're not moving. But
And I think, for example, I think one other place of the map that people will be excited about is the place that's totally up north.
I'm
Yep.
I'm going there right
Oh,
now.
okay, you're heading there right
I'm
now. Okay, so
Taking the scenic route
we're gonna take you through a scenic
yeah,
route
that's a
so you
beautiful
can see
area.
what spot we're talking about.
Like I don't think it's like taking the scenic route. It's like he's trying to avoid the mannequins.
Yeah, I'm scared. I'm not a. Yeah.
Maybe
What a
you
horror
can show
enjoy-
a little. Maybe you can show some of the mannequins.
Yeah,
along
I
the
did
way
in
if you find some.
I did in the first encounter, but there are a lot of them. There are a lot of them, but they're not like they're placed in a way that they're not visible all the time. So you actually have to look for them, and I think
Yeah, do
Players-
not spoil it for them.
yeah. I think players will have their fun finding their mannequins in like I didn't find all of them even, so not yet.
Yeah, like we've encountered for sure it's like most of them during the playtest, but it's like then again it's like you'll be robbing the players like of the opportunity, just like
Yeah,
finding them
exactly.
themselves and
Exactly.
going into the I'm scared or why would it be there?
There. There we go.
Oh, we've arrived. Yes, we are here. All right, guys, you will get to see something very beautiful right now.
Which route to take? This one or
Yeah,
This one,
through here?
I guess.
Oh, that's
You can get through there definitely.
Oh yeah.
There we go. Yeah, that is pretty. How about that, guys? So this is like one of the very like, is it the first waterfall that like we have in a map?
I'm not sure actually. It's possible. I'm not sure myself, but it's possible.
I think it's possible. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We have waterfall in the shelter, but not in a map, I think.
yeah, there's just like the bumps in the stream is like this.
It does look very pretty though.
Oh, I would, I
Im
would move there.
imagine all the bodies flowing on it
That's
when
chill.
when we release in public.
Like this is nice, and
This
then
is
it
nice.
and then it turned pretty dark.
Okay, so guys, we have a little treat for you right now for people in the chat. Our very own Anjanette is attending Gamescom right now. So she is representing Bohemia Interactive at Gamescom. So we thought it would be a nice treat if we could connect with her and see if she can talk to us a little bit, just tell us what the vibe is there, how's everything going. So let's try to see if we can reach her. So let me try and give her a call. I will need actually some headphones for this in order for me to hear her. Okay, so let me 1 second. Hello, Anjanette. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Hey guys, it's Forsythia. How's it going?
All good,
Just
all
wanted
good. We
to.
are right here celebrating the fifth anniversary of Vigor. I'm here with the guys here, with Moof, with Raz, with Philip. We're just talking about Ievan, talking about
Hello.
season 20, talking about Vigor.
Okay. That's that's great to hear. I'm just gonna walk a little bit closer to our booth where we will be showcasing Vigor and talking to some Outlanders in real life too, hopefully. So if you're at Gamescom, stop by and say hey.
Nice, amazing. So how's the atmosphere over there? How's it going?
Well, earlier today it was quite busy, but we have a little bit of a quiet time right now, so it's quite
Ah, I think internet is a little bit off. We
some people.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think something happened. I'll keep it short. I met some Outlanders in real life, and it was cool so far. So,
Awesome. Nice. How are there a lot of people there?
yeah, quite. Just right now, it's a little bit quiet in our booth, but there's a lot of people on the other side of the hall coming around walking, so all good.
Perfect. Awesome. I hope you guys have a great time there. Enjoy the shows. Enjoy the vibe. Say hi to everybody, to all the gamers, and to all Outlanders who happen to be there. And yeah, you can tell us all about it when you get back.
And bring the airdrop.
And bring the airdrop, Philip says.
For sure, yeah. I'm so happy to be celebrating the fifth anniversary. I'm sad I'm not in Brno for it, but hey, at least we're at Gamescom, so.
Woohoo! Yeah, like 5 years after the release on Gamescom, we are at Gamescom. We're back.
Mhm.
We're back, baby.
We're back,
Full
baby.
circle.
Full circle, yeah. Awesome. Well, it was really nice chatting with you. We hope you have a great time. You guys say bye to Anjanette.
Bye. See
Bye.
ya.
See ya.
Bye.
All right. And I think now is a good segue to have another giveaway right now. So this is our third giveaway. We're gonna have 5 in total. So again, as before, it's the same giveaway. It's for the Vigor Reinforcements Pack on PC. You get to play through the early access. You get to keep all the contents from the pack itself. It's got a unique title, unique uniform, a bunch of weapons and consumables that you can
Unique
use.
form.
So go ahead and grab those codes while there's time. Yeah. And meanwhile, while people are still trying to find the codes, I've seen a lot of questions about the weapon overhaul. If weapon overhaul is going to be part of season 20, so I think we can clearly say that it will be, right?
It will be.
Yep.
It's finally here. It's finally here. Yes, it will be on consoles, so you can finally see what you console players what we were doing, test it properly, and give us as much feedback as you can. At the same time, I would like to thank you to thank all the people that provided their feedback from the PC early access, and because honestly, we are trying to do it as good as it can be, and there is no such thing as too much feedback. So thank you. You know who you are, so thank you for that feedback, guys.
Amazing. I think like the console players have been waiting a long time for the weapons
Yeah.
overhaul. I think everybody's going to be super excited to just like get their hands on it, test all the weapons, test all the new mechanics and the gameplay that changes with this weapon overhaul, right?
Yeah, yeah. Really try to break it basically, but yeah, try to use it as much as possible. It's there. It should be in a pretty good state at the moment.
Yeah. So uh, while we're preparing for the weapons overhaul and for the season 20 release that should be coming out soon, we have been busy celebrating our fifth anniversary, and we have had a bunch of activities on our socials. One of them was a small Easter egg that we posted on our socials here, and we asked our community, our players, if they could spot these like hidden Easter eggs. And some of you did really great. Some of you found all the small Easter eggs. For example, like we all know right now about the flying fork, right, on the shelter.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, we all know about it,
yeah.
right?
Legendary folk.
It's legend at this point. Yeah, it's gonna stay with Vigor forever. You know, it's just like one of those little quirks. So yeah, we had this Easter egg that we posted on our socials, and we also posted this cool poster
Oh
here
yeah.
with the Outlander. You know, no gun, no troll, no radiation can stop him. You know, those very 80s, very action heroes from the 80s, and we asked the community if they can guess, like, what is this about, right? And some of them actually guessed correctly that
Nice.
this is going to be the season, the theme for the new season, rather, for season 20.
Oh yeah.
So let's talk about a little bit about the theme for season 20.
Oh yeah. We wanted something. We wanted to the season 20 to be some kind of a like we would like to go with a bang. Fifth anniversary 20. That's a round number, and we want to do something fun, something worth remembering, and. I actually came across a number of requests of this kind on social media. Like, yeah, let's do something like. First it was the horror something horror season, and then like action movies. Well, okay, that might be fun. So we discussed it and decided to go with this kind of as you so nicely described, the 80s kind of action packed heat thing.
Yeah, I mean, like this whole vibe is giving off a lot of like 80s like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Rambo,
Uh-huh.
Predator
There is a
with
number
Arnold.
there's a number of themes, number of franchises, number of like vibes that you can catch on with that. That's because you've seen a lot of action movies apparently. A lot of people have seen no, not too much, but enough action movies to pick up on the subtle
Yeah.
hints. And yeah, we're not trying to rip anything off or to copy anything, but we like that vibe, and we thought that might be good for a Vigor theme.
That's definitely what we were going for, and I think we kind of
Yeah,
nailed it,
yeah.
like right there. And I also have to say, like coming up from the community, like in one of our latest feedback surveys that we try to carry out, we asked the community what kind of theme would you like to see in the future, and obviously 80s action,
Hmm.
this kind of like jungle, camo
Military kind of,
military
yeah.
style was like very requested. And yeah, it just like made us think like, let's actually try and go for it. And dare I say, one of the cool things, hair.
Yeah.
uh
First,
as
first the beards,
as
now
you
hair.
guys legit, the hair in that poster, it's not graphic design. They like, it's actual hair. We're gonna have hair in Vigor. So if you guys want to touch upon it real fast.
That's it's another one of the small things, like the small additions. We just like there's nothing you shouldn't at least like, try to implement into a game. Like so, we'll try. And it was a little bit of pain with the beers. Well, not for
Hmm.
me, not for us designers. We just requested it, right? But
Yeah.
but for the artist, it's actually quite the pain in the buttock, but we have some skilled artists and they nailed it and the beards worked. So we thought like let's do hair. I mean let's try at least, right? So and they nailed it for the second time. It's there. We have hair. We have hair.
We
And
have
it might seem it is, but it's not my intention to put hair in it. But yeah, it was. It actually the artist suggested like, well, if we do beards, can we try hair? Yes, yes, please.
Yes.
That's
Next up,
amazing.
hairy armpits.
Hairy
Yes.
armpits. Yeah.
Yes.
Imagine when you do the hey, yeah, and just like
Nice.
So we need a new gesture like, hey, no.
Oh,
no. So yeah, hair. I mean, that pretty much opens up more opportunities for us for the future, and just like
Oh,
in
yeah.
terms of customizations for
Mm.
hair and stuff like that. And obviously, like since we were inspired by movies like Rambo for this season, for season 20, you cannot have Rambo without the iconic, long hair with the bandana, and it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's just like you cannot not have it, right? And there we have it, hair
And
in
we
Vigor.
already have grenades. We have mortar strikes, right? We have the explosions.
We got
and
everything.
we should have hair. I mean,
All right, so how about we jump into one more encounter?
yeah,
Let's
sure.
let's see if we can jump into one more encounter with the partners. See if anybody is interested. If anybody wants to join us for a nice little encounter. And meanwhile, let's do one more giveaway for the Vigor Reinforcements Pack. You guys should be seeing the code right now. There's actually two codes. Whoever is the fastest can claim one of each codes for the Vigor Reinforcements Pack. As we said before, it's only for PC, and you get to play through the early access, and you get to keep all the contents from the Reinforcements Pack. I've also seen a lot of questions in chat about full release when. Obviously, it's one of the big questions that the community has. And while we cannot say the exact date at this point, uh, it's coming soon. The full release is coming soon. The team is really working on it. We are preparing for this day, and once we have a bit more info, we're definitely gonna inform you guys. But it's definitely coming soon, right?
Yeah.
So, in light of that, um, we just hope that everybody gets to experience Vigor on PC. Everybody will have fun. Everybody
Hopefully, yeah.
will enjoy it. Because it's the fourth major release that we've had now, like Xbox, then Nintendo,
Yeah.
If you mean
then
Mhm.
The
PlayStation.
platforms, yeah.
yeah, the platforms, yes, and we are just getting to the for the final sprint, let's say.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
getting close to the finish.
And I mean, this has been going on for a few months now, right? Like not even months, years even.
Few
Like,
very months. Yep, yep.
A lot of
Um,
months.
It was a great effort put in it from our team over a lot of months. But now we are, as I say, we are nearing the finish, so everybody is very excited.
Mhm.
And yeah, that's just a little bit of push remaining.
Yeah. So you guys have been patient this long. We're just asking for just a little bit more patience. And when the time comes, we're just going to reveal more info as the time approaches. But definitely, it's coming soon. Stay tuned. Keep an eye out. And we're definitely going to let you guys know.
Look at you having million crowns and boosting just once.
Wait, what?
I didn't even have enough time to smash that button. But I couldn't have boosted it more because we're just 3 on the map again. So
Okay. So
I
we got 2
tried.
partners with us in encounters. Let's see what will happen.
do I
Run
kill
there out to
partners?
get you.
Should I kill some partners? Or something?
Go for it.
Like, do it. You have the advantage. You,
Yeah,
you already know the overhauled weapons.
well, they might know as well.
Yeah,
I
they've been
mean,
playing it.
I mean,
Oh, you see, and they're stalking me. Just where are you?
You're streaming like they need the signal detector.
Ah, there's a slight delay, right?
What about celebrating with the firework to reveal your
Oh,
position?
that's true. I should
Oh,
put some
you
fire.
should-
Oh,
Here's the
damn,
mannequin.
There's one. You see? You see?
so
Let's
yeah,
do the
some jump
fireworks.
scares,
Yeah.
some jump scares are gonna happen,
Are
are bound to
guaranteed.
happen.
Jump scare guaranteed.
Yeah, sure. Fireworks and the hay mace. That sounds safe.
Yeah, exactly. Don't do it at home.
All right, so let's see what the chat has to say. Uh, maybe a little bit of a more technical question, and uh, we have a person from the community asking. DayZ is available on GeForce Now, and they're asking if Vigor on PC will be available on GeForce Now as well. But I don't think right now we have a plan for it. But
No.
maybe in the future we could see the option if it makes sense, right?
Yeah, perhaps, but not at the moment. Right?
Always being let down by broken promises again, again, again. I mean, could you please tell us what kind of broken promises do you mean, and how do you feel being let down? We would love to talk about it and explain how the situation is. I mean, we know we've been promising some stuff for a few years now, weapon overhaul and being one of them, and it took a little bit longer than we intended, and it definitely wasn't our intention to prolong it this long, but sometimes in game dev especially, some stuff happened that it's sometimes outside of your control, and you just you need to adapt, you need to focus, and we would just rather have something in a good state and prolong it for a little bit longer rather than just push it out there for the sake of being out there and then patching it up constantly,
Yeah,
right?
that's true. And sometimes with those really big systems that are core for the game, like shooting, let's say,
Mm-hmm.
you we have the best intention to develop something ASAP. We make a thorough plan based on estimate, but sometimes it happens that as soon as you dive in code for a couple of months, you
Mm-hmm.
just open a can of worms and suddenly you see that the original plan takes longer because
Mm-hmm.
it's investigative work. It's not just like
Backfires on you.
if you are producing, let's say, assets, you can plan very well because you can estimate very well. But with these like investigative works
Mm-hmm.
within any like programming, be it a game development or general programming, sometimes it's basically unpredictable and it can take like not twice as long but 5 times as long,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes even with the best intentions. So yeah, and also we needed to keep, let's say, with the weapons we needed to keep supporting the consoles still and develop like in the background.
Mm-hmm.
So this is like development in parallel kinda, which is not always easy.
Yeah, it's definitely not always easy, and it like takes a big chunk from
Mm.
the like main development time, because you need to be focusing on two things at the same time. So if
Mm.
something is not going right, then you obviously need to like dedicate even more time to bring it up to speed with the rest of the things,
Mm.
right?
And also, like, we would like to always, like, we like to bring the fresh news, like what the team is actually working on. So we bring the fresh news. But sometimes, like when the development prolongs, we also need to bring news that okay, this and that happened. This investigative work took longer, and we needed to
Mm-hmm.
work longer as well.
And for people in the chat, like, what could you tell them something with regards with crossplay that will just kind of like ease them a little bit? Because I think like
Mm-hmm.
people are being a little bit anxious in terms of like maybe they don't know what to expect out of
Mm-hmm.
crossplay.
Sure.
So I think it would be nice if we just like once again, even though like we kind of did say it, mention it before, like what is the plan with regards to crossplay? I think it would also be nice if like they heard it from you as well to just like know that this is what they've been asking for, right?
Yeah, I can say a couple of words about that. Like, it is our long-term goal to bring crossplay. Obviously, we already have crossplay, like Xbox with Switch, but our top priority now is like crossplay with PlayStation, and we are heavily working on it. So it's actually in the works, and we said it like in the spring, and it's still valid that we would like to bring this feature till the end of this year.
Mm-hmm.
So fingers crossed, guys. Also, there were questions about like even crossplay with PC. It's not our top priority right now, so maybe later, let's say. And there were also questions regarding the possibility to opt out of crossplay. And yes, in case we implement crossplay with PlayStation or PC, there always will be option to opt out of that if you don't like it. Obviously, if you keep it on, it lowers the matchmaking times, obviously, because it connects the communities. But if you don't like it, we will provide an option to switch it off.
Perfect. I think like that really sums it up nicely, and I think that kind of reassures the community that when we do implement crossplay, it's going to be done the right way, the way that they feel comfortable with, that they can opt out of playing against PC, for example, or not. But as Move said, like console crossplay is the number one priority right now, and that's what we're going to try to deliver until the end of the year.
Yes.
And we're also getting some questions about legacy seasons and their replacement. Um, I'm let me tell you this. Like we cannot dive into a lot of detail, but we are working on a system that could kind of replace legacy seasons and their functionality. It's just right now with our limited time and availability to work on many parallel things, we've just given priority number one to the PC port and then to crossplay with consoles. But rest assured, this system, this functionality is also one of the things that we want to be looking into and try to deliver as soon as possible. I don't know if you guys have like anything else to add about it? I mean, without giving like too many details
Hmm.
away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like sure, it is something that is in our side for
Yeah.
sure, but we need to like handle our resources wisely. So as Tony said, we invested a lot of effort in the mentioned features, and we also dedicate certain portion of resources to like fixes and stability, because that is something which is also important for the game to run smoothly. So yeah, I would say it is in our side, but we will see how fast the development could be.
Mm-hmm. And for example, um, we have a question. Um, no, we said that nothing would be removed before the new system was ready. So why prioritize PC if we cannot handle it? I mean, I do understand the concern, and I get where you're coming from, because we said we are removing legacy seasons,
Mhm.
and instead we're going to give you something to replace those legacy seasons. And now you're in a situation where we removed the legacy seasons, you didn't get anything to replace it, and we are just prioritizing PC release now. But sometimes you got to understand, like, we designed the PC release without that functionality in mind. So like we already designed the PC release and the whole port without those legacy seasons. So obviously it makes sense for us to deliver the PC port and then afterwards focus based on our priorities and the list that we have in mind that we want to work on these features. One of them being the replacement for the legacy seasons. Other one is crossplay. So it's just basically a matter of limited availability and time and
Mm.
resources uh, from the whole team.
Yeah, believe me, sometimes those decisions are not easy. If it were
Yes.
easy, if they were easy, that would be nice. And sometimes there are systems on in the works on the background for months or let's say years. So if we need to decide like which one to push to the finish, it's sometimes tough decisions. This time we decided to push towards the PC release. So maybe or hopefully the at least some system that basically replaces legacy seasons will appear in
Hmm.
a matter of like
Like we are working on it basically, and then like we have it in our scope of things that we want to add to the game. It's just a matter of like we have like a list of priorities, a list of features that require more time, more dedication,
mm,
more effort, and we're just like, unfortunately, we don't have all the time in the world and all the people in the world to work on this. Sadly, if we did, like, it would have been coming out much sooner. But that's just the way it is, right?
but for sure it's on our stack of features to implement. Definitely it didn't get out of it.
Yes, yes. It's yeah. Just wanted to reassure everybody it's in our scope. We know about it. It sucks that it just happened this way because that's not the way we planned it, right? It just happened to come out this way because of XYZ. But we definitely have it in our scope. It's in our plans to introduce something like this. So, having said that, right? Let's move on to something more positive. I see that we're getting a lot of love for Ievan. I think people are saying that's. It looks like Kerstin and Ridge had a baby together,
Hmm.
and they love it. They're
That's
all there for it.
nicely said.
So big kudos to our Enviro
Oh yeah.
artists and artists in general who put lot of effort in it. Also other team members obviously, but those guys have a lot of thinking and a lot of effort in it.
Yes, definitely. Like environment is one of the biggest aspects of Vigor that like makes it so
Mhm.
unique. I think like the environment is one of the most beautiful things about the game,
Mhm.
for sure.
Yep.
At least for me,
Mm.
and that's one thing that I really love about the game. It's the environment.
Yeah.
I love just walking there, like it's
Mhm.
and look at in the wonderful nature
Yeah.
and yeah, and that spot with the waterfalls like
Oh,
also very nice.
I would move there.
And right now, guys, you are probably seeing the last code that we're giving away for today for the Vigor Reinforcements Pack. This is the last code for PC. You get to play early access. Make sure to grab the code while it's there. First come, first serve kind of situation. And it's only for people who have not bought the reinforcements pack. It's for people who have not played through early access. So now is your chance. If you want to, you can go ahead, grab your codes, enjoy early access, and very soon the full release is coming to PC. It's something that we're all very excited about. We're all looking forward to it. We've put a lot of love, a lot of
Oh,
energy, a lot of effort into this.
Oh yeah.
Says with a sigh.
You seem exhausted. Why would you be exhausted?
No idea.
Okay, so last question. Can we see the new battle pass? Or, um, I'm gonna have to disappoint you on this one. I'm afraid we're not gonna showcase the battle pass just yet. But know that partners already have the partners built, and some videos should be coming out soon from their channels. But today we're not gonna showcase the battle pass. Uh, you're just gonna have to wait for it a little bit. But
Don't worry, it kicks ass.
it does kick
It
ass.
does, yeah.
Yeah, it
Don't
does
worry.
kick ass.
Everything's fine.
Okay, so guys, I think we've reached our hour mark. And before we leave, before we say our goodbyes, let's first say our thanks. So to the community, anything that you guys would like to say before we wrap up? I'm looking at you guys.
Oh right.
Who starts?
I'm free.
Okay.
Thanks everyone. Thank you all the people, all players, everyone in the community who plays, who lets us know what they like, what they don't. We need that feedback. Keep it coming. Thank you for what you've done, for what you've submitted already. Keep up the good work, and let us know what you like and what you don't like, and we'll try to make it as much fun as possible for you. Thanks.
Raz?
Yeah, I think this was like summed up pretty well. So like, yeah, thank you for playing the game. Thank
Yep.
you for the feedback, for the good and the bad. Like the good one helps us as much as the bad one, and yeah, keep it coming. Like the weapon overhaul will need it. The whole game will need it. We'll do our best.
We need it. We need it.
Okay, so I shall also
Or
add my thanks, but for, like to begin, like big kudos to our team, all of the team members and everyone who put their effort in the game for a lot of years. And also from the bottom of my heart, big kudos and thanks to our community for never-ending support. Like for those 5 years, like really thanks for everything, guys.
Amazing. Well, thank you guys for being here today to celebrate 5 years of Vigor. I would also like to say thank you to everybody involved on this project, from the dev team to everybody else who has given even the slightest bit of themselves to this project. Also, thank you to our community, for you guys. Without you, we wouldn't be making this game. It's been a relationship of ups and downs. Like, let's be fair. It's not always rainbows and sunshines. But through the bad times and through communication and honest feedback, we can get through this and get to a better place. And that's what we're trying to do constantly. Receive your feedback and just try to make the game better for you guys and as much for us as well. And before we leave you, there is a small teaser that we have prepared for you. It's a PC release teaser, but I don't want to get anybody's hopes up too much. There's not. Hello. There's no date announcement or anything like that. It's more of a reassurance that we are working on the PC port. We are on the final stretch. It's coming out soon. Stay tuned, be patient with us, and we will definitely reveal more info along the line. So, from us here, we want to say thank you, goodbye, and we'll see you in the Outlands. Take care.